Let's go, boys. Welcome to Challenger in 3. Today I'm playing Malzahar. After dominating the World Finals and holding the highest solo queue win rate, I really shouldn't have to explain to you boys why Malzahar should be a go-to pick right now when trying to climb the ranked ladder. Malz is a very simple champion. You're not going to have many insane mechanical outplays, but that's exactly why you can pick him up in only 5 to 10 games, having success quicker than any other champion. Kicking it off, these are the best runes and masteries for Malzahar right now. Obviously, within the next week, this is going to be irrelevant, but for those boys wanting to spam out in the couple of last days of the season, here you go. This is the skill order above. Start E, then Q, then W, finally an E max, a Q max, finish with a W max. Early landing on Mal should start a Doran's Ring with 2 potions. You want to be focusing on CSing with autos while harassing with E and Q. The biggest mistake I see beginners make is spamming spells on the minion lines in pre-6. All you're going to be doing is wasting mana and also exposing yourself to ganks by shoving and pushing in. If you are looking for a 1v1 or your jungler is coming in for a kill, the standard pre-6 combo in lane for the most damage is starting out with E, using your W and autoing, waiting for 3.5 seconds of E damage, then you're going to be using your Q just before it's up to refresh your E for another 4 seconds of damage. One major laning tip that is essential is to always trade with your passive up. It not only blocks incoming CC, but also 90% of incoming damage for the next 0.25 seconds after it is procced. Also, if you are struggling with the enemy spacing, perhaps they outrange you and you can't land an E, prep the backline minion wave with autos. Then you want to use your E and auto it down, trying to spread your E onto your opponent as they step up into the wave. When it comes to summoner spells, your go-to is Flash and Teleport. Now, this isn't locked in, you don't have to stick to it. If you're feeling extremely ballsy, you can pop out the Ignite, go for level 2 kills. It's really up to you, but I think overall, Teleport is the best option to go for. When it comes to build order for Malz, you have 2 options. One is for early damage while you're ahead and you need to provide the DPS for your team. The other is if your team is ahead and you need to provide soft CC with the Rylai's. At level 6, notify your jungler that your ultimate's ready. Look for the gank. If your opponent flashes, always take the timing, guys. It's extremely important on Malzahar that you're timing these flashes, these summoners. I think Malz mid is great because there really aren't any hard counters. There's some soft counters such as long range mages such as Syndra or Orianna that can clear out your voidlings early, but you can definitely deal with it and outscale them into the mid to late game. While there isn't any flashy combos for Malz, the important thing you need to know is that your Q and R both reset your E duration. Therefore, when it is possible, try and get the maximum DPS off by getting the resets through using your Q and your ultimate when your E is just about to tick off. Another handy trick to know is the Waveclear Combo. You want to be doing this from level 7 and onwards. Start with the E, then W, move into the side of the lane to hit a Q across the minions. Now this combo is low cooldown and unmatched when it comes to shoving. Use this often to get objective and river control, and also to get roams into the bot lane to snowball games. When it comes to team fighting, you have 2 main focuses. One is to lock up the enemy team with your silence, and the other is to ult vulnerable carries who miss position. Now realistically, there are so many different scenarios to play fights, but I always focus on peeling my main source of DPS. For example, if I have a 5-0 Trist, I make sure to ult and silence enemies trying to disable her. Now, don't forget your ult does have AoE % health, so if the enemy team is stacked or perhaps in a bad choke point, throw down that ult for some insane damage. Now lastly, moving on to the win condition, the biggest advantage on Malz is his lockdown ultimate, which is actually on a very short cooldown. Every single time this is up, you want to be communicating with your team, you're going to be looking for picks, and just hard engage. Sometimes just flash engage on enemy carries, it's that simple. If Infernal's up, perhaps Baron is up, you want to be proactive, push that mid lane wave in, be proactive into the river, and just make picks, force objectives, which leads to sieges and game-winning pushes. So that's it, boys. Thanks for watching Challenger in 3. That's how simple Malz is. I hope you enjoy the ELA and spam some games out. Thanks for watching.